I don't know anybody your age who's just using cocaine once, hallucinating or paranoid from using drugs, and you could have ended up killing your brother.
Welcome to the Court of Justice.
Court is calling 2022 CR 0423, State of Texas versus Joseph Balboa. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Michael Villarreal for the state.
For the defense?
Megan Enriquez present for John Keynes for Joseph Balboa.
All right, come on up. Are you Joseph Balboa?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here for sentencing. On April 14th, you entered a plea of no contest, count 1. According to the plea bargaining agreement, a punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State will remain silent on your application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision, and they will take in consideration 2022 CR 0065. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections from the state?
No.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Judge.
All right, well, the state is silent on his application for deferred adjudication. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, if we could swear him in, I'd like to ask him a few questions.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna need you to speak up. You can lower your hand. Defense?
Mr. Balboa, how old are you?
31.
Where do you live?
138.
I'm sorry,
That's we cannot hear you. And everyone, if you could please whisper for us.
31 years old. I stay right here for 138 Cornell Avenue.
You live here in San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am. Here in San Antonio.
Okay, and your brother, your roommate?
Yes, ma'am.
Just y'all two?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work
Yes, ma'am.
full-time?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you work?
I'm a McLean Food Service Company.
Okay, tell the judge
I'm
what you,
an
Okay,
order
hold on,
selector.
hold on. Slow down and then speak up and clear so I can hear you.
slow down a little bit.
I
okay?
got McLean Food Service.
Yeah, I'm a McLean Food Service Company. It's I'm an order selector. Oh,
Hold it, closer to you.
okay. I'm an order selector. That's all I do there.
Tell the judge what you do. How many hours a week do you work?
Well, I work every week. I get about like 43 hours and try to get overtime as much as I can.
And how much are you,
But I'm like
how much are you earning?
$18.50 an hour.
Okay, and are you close to getting a promotion?
Well, no,
A raise.
a raise was I have to perform 4 things that they need, which is above at least 95%, and they'll move me up to $22 an hour. I have to do that for 4 weeks straight.
And before these arrests, you had never been arrested for a felony?
I'm not. This is personal offense of anything.
Okay, and if the judge were to grant you deferred adjudication and you're motivated to successfully complete it,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
and you keep busy by working a lot,
Yes, sir.
and do you also pay child support?
Yes, I do. For one child.
Okay, and beyond the mandatory payment, do you also give the mother of your child money for other expenses?
Yes, sir. For daycare, and if she needs more money for diapers or something. Yes, ma'am.
Nothing further, Mr. Balboa.
I have no questions.
All right, if you drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And know that you're going to be tested.
I might be negative now. So.
Well, okay. So what might you have used? What potentially could you be positive for?
Probably the
All right. So how often are you using
it
cocaine?
was just a whole type thing.
No,
No,
you
it
should-
honestly wasn't. It was. No, it really was. I haven't done it in so long. I just recently just felt like that was really depressive. It was just one time.
when was this one time?
About like 3-4 days ago.
All right. So what else have you used in the past?
Nothing. Oh, in the past it was just marijuana
And what else?
and the LSD that we have on there for, but I haven't used anything other than that one. And that I swear to.
Okay. And what are the ages of your children?
My ages are 2, 7, and 16 months.
All right. And where are they living?
2 of them are in Puerto Rico, the oldest, and then one's down here with their mothers.
Has Child Protective Services been
Oh,
involved?
no, man. No, man.
Does anybody know the result of his NIC evaluation?
Did you want?
Not yet, they told me I have to go after court for the mental evaluation, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's after this day.
All right, is there, all right, any other follow-up questions?
No, Your Honor. Just brief argument.
All right, court will hear argument.
Your Honor, this is his first felony arrest. He's 31 years old. He's working full-time, often overtime. None of the children live with him, but he does help provide for them by sending financial resources. So I do think that he stays busy with work. He is living with his brother as a roommate. And I do think he is motivated to keep a felony conviction off of his record. And so for that reason, we ask the court to respectfully grant him deferred adjudication.
All right. It says that the restitution amount for drug testing is $1,965. Is there any issue with that? I mean, that's a large amount.
I do know that there were multiple substances that were
Yes.
found. So if he had the term of his deferred, I think he would be able to pay over the term of his deferred.
All right. Court will sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
And
There's a
that's
fifth.
I'm sorry, that's the 19 plus the 15, right? For the, okay, I'm sorry.
No, I've just been told that according to the PSI report that the restitution is $1,900.
Okay, okay, man, I'm sorry.
I don't see anything else. Is there something else that I'm missing?
No, I thought it was a $1,500.
Oh, he's talking about the fine, Your Honor.
All right. So 6 years deferred adjudication, $1,500 fine prorated. Take in consideration 2022 CR 0065. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 150 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination that includes the booster. However, the court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do that, or if you've done that and you provide proof to probation, the court will deduct 40 of those hours. There's going to be parenting classes with compadre y compadre. And those must be completed. And once they're completed, the court will waive the remaining of your community service hours. MIC evaluation. Cognitive behavior classes. Someone help me out. What are they trying to do with that? Change his thought processes?
Yes.
Mr. Balboa?
Yes, ma'am.
Change your thought processes. What that means is stop letting your first go-to be to do
Sure,
drugs.
yes,
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I'm working on that on myself too.
All right.
It's hard doing it on my own.
All right. I'm going to do cognitive behavior classes. How many classes is that?
Let me check.
Let me see. Before I order that, let me see how long that is. Because I don't know if the issue is really cognitive behavior. It's more of he's addicted to drugs. And maybe once that problem is solved or he's in control of that, then everything else will follow through.
So,
I'm sorry, what?
oh, I said me sober. I'm perfectly fine when I'm sober. It's just when I'm on that, that's when
Yes.
everything is chemically imbalanced.
Your Honor, it's 10 weeks long, approximately 20 hours.
All right. So we're not going to do cognitive behavior classes. We'll see where you are once you are on the road to sobriety.
Yes, ma'am.
And then if he does need cognitive behavior classes after we've addressed that issue, then we'll do that. There's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Jeremiah. That's your brother,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Jeremiah Espinoza. Just, I know they stay together, but does
No,
Jeremiah
yes.
want to have contact with him?
Oh, yeah, my brother's fine.
We've previously spoken to him in our conversations with him. He was apprehensive and essentially declined prosecution. So I don't have a specific, I might be able to have a specific answer for you, but
Are you staying with your brother right
Yes,
now?
ma'am. Right now, yes, ma'am.
Okay, just 1 moment.
It appears to have spoken to him specifically about that issue, but the recommendation was based on our conversations and his kind of cooperative.
All right. You're gonna do regular reporting by Zoom or in person, no harmful or injurious contact with Jeremiah Espinoza, felony drug court. You're gonna do the UA hotline, and here's the thing. When you go over to felony drug court, don't do to them what you did to me, which was, I think I'm gonna be clean. Don't do that to them. You need to tell them the truth. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know anybody your age who's just using cocaine once, especially when you know what happened in regards to this case where you're hallucinating or paranoid from using drugs, and you could have ended up killing your brother. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna want the UA hotline until he is accepted in felony drug court. Going to do a TAP evaluation. So if he's not accepted in felony drug court, then it'll be a TAP evaluation, follow all recommendations. And I'm going to want a UA today so we can see where he is. And that's going to be today, and they're going to do that for you in court today. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Probation, is there anything else that he needs?
Did you say anything about field visits?
Thank you. We're gonna do field visits 2 times per month, random. And that's until further notice. All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? Mr. Balboa, do you need anything else in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Balboa, you're gonna be drug tested. We can go off the record. You're gonna be drug tested today.
Okay.
Before I get the drug test back, you're saying the only thing there may be is
Yes,
cocaine.
okay,
Is
yes,
that
ma'am.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing else?
No, ma'am.
All right, and is
I'm
your
not
brother?
I'm not here to lie to you. I'm trying to get what I can get, to get my life back on track.
Okay, and you have a Ghostbusters tattoo?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
That's my Rocky's favorite movie when he was young.
Oh,
When he was
okay.
younger, yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, well, probation is gonna go over conditions with you, and they're gonna do a UA.
Okay.
Is calling 2022 CR 3040, State of Texas versus Jeffrey Kesey. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Michelle Hayden for the state.
for the defense?
Your Honor, T. Christopher Lewis.
All right, and are you Mr. Kesey?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right, and thank you for dressing for court. More and more people are dressing appropriately for court. I really appreciate that.
That's how I was raised.
All right. All right, defense, I'm going to show you what's entitled discovery acknowledgement. Did you review that document with your attorney? I'm sorry, with your client?
I did, Your Honor.
Yes, it is, as you can tell, it's like past 12. And have you received all the discovery from the state?
I have, Judge.
All right, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Kesey, I'm going to show you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kesey, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand what you're charged with is injury to a child with intentional bodily injury? That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and a right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Kesey, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is silent on your applications, and there's to be no unsupervised contact with Valentin, Valentin Kesey. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
If I had no contest, but whatever I can do to get my family back.
No. Are you pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offer States Exhibit 1 and its attachments into evidence.
I'm
Yeah.
showing you any objections.
No objections to states one, Judge.
All right. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Ms. Ferguson, I need a date set for sentencing.
August 15th.
All right, we're going to come back on August 15th. I'll base my decision on your application based upon evidence that's presented to me through the PSI report and any other evidence that's presented by both attorneys. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Joseph Balboa stood before Judge Stephanie Boyd asking for a second chance. He said he was 31 years old, worked 43 hours a week, paid child support, and lived with his brother. He claimed he was perfectly fine and sober. But Judge Boyd didn't just take his word for it. She asked one simple question. If you're drug tested today, what will the results be? That's when the truth came out. Balboa admitted to using cocaine recently. He also admitted to past LSD and marijuana use. Judge Boyd's tone shifted immediately. She reminded him that his drug-induced paranoia wasn't harmless. It almost got his brother killed. You could have ended up killing your brother, she said. The defense asked for deferred adjudication. Judge Boyd gave it to him, but not without consequences. She ordered a UA drug test immediately in the courthouse. She forced him into felony drug court. She mandated random field visits twice a month, parenting classes, 150 community service hours, and a TAP evaluation. She canceled the cognitive behavior classes for now, saying the real issue is addiction, not thinking. Then she looked at him directly. Don't do to them what you did to me. Tell them the truth. Joseph Balboa walked in thinking he was fine. He walked out with 6 years of deferred adjudication hanging over his head, a drug test waiting downstairs, and a judge who just made it clear. This is his absolute last chance.